Hello student, welcome to Make Study official YouTube channel. In this video we are going to see about the complete revision of heat transfer subject, which is important for different PSU examination and GATE and ESE as well. Just go through all these formulas and all those things which are need to be considered while solving the question. So let's begin with the videos. So initially we have started with the conduction chapter. I have mostly divided these revision lecture with a very short time for the 3 to 4 parts so that you are not bothered about to study in a single videos. So the first chapter is conduction. In that we will discuss about the Fourier's law of heat conduction. Fourier's law of heat conduction states that the Q equal to Ka dt by ds with the minus sign. Remember that this is the most important formula which we are going across all the question in the conduction chapters. So where Q is equal to heat transfer in a given direction, A is the area of the cross section perpendicular to the heat flow direction, dt is the temperature difference between the two ends of a block with the thickness dx, and dt by dx is the temperature gradient flow in the direction of heat flow. So going with the next, general heat conduction equation. This is the most important formula which is coming across throughout the chapter. Cartesian coordinates side parallel of x, y, z. This is the 3D formula applicable for heat flow in all the three directions. Dou by dou x of k dt by dx. Remember that this is the whole term, all three direction x, y, z. And qz is the internal heat generation, and this is a time dependent phenomena. So just remember all these terms before remembering these. Like qz is the equal to internal heat generation per unit volume per unit time. T is the temperature at the left face of a differential control volume. Kx, ky, kz are the thermal conductivity of a material in the direction of x, y, z respectively. C is the specific heat of a material. Rho is equal to density of a material, and alpha is the thermal diffusivity, which is k upon rho c. And dt is the time dependent phenomena, like instantaneous time. Once you know all these terms, then remember that equation of Cartesian coordinate for the general heat conduction equation. The equation was dou by dou x, bracket of whole term, this is the multiplication, kx into dt by dou t by dou x, same, dou by dou I, ky of dou t by dou I, plus dou by dou z, kz of dou by dou z, plus qg equal to rho c dt by dou tau. Like you need to remember this the time dependent phenomena. This is x, y, z direction with the conductivity and flow of direction. So all these things you need to remember before solving any of the question of the heat transfer. Going with the next question, these equation is the standard equation. We need to put few of the cases and we derive the certain other equation which is come across in a PSU examination like MCQ. They just mentioned that the Q equal to 0. In that case, which equation is there? So you need to go with that way. Consider if the material is homogeneous and isotropic, in that case kx, ky, kz, all the conductivity in all directions is equal to k, and thermal diffusivity alpha equal to k upon rho c, which is applicable throughout all the direction. Then in that case, dou square t by dou x square, dou square t by dou y square, dou square t by dou z square, plus qg k divided by k equal to 1 by alpha dou t by dou tau. These are the equation when the conductivity in all the direction are same. In that case, these equations are generated. This is the most important equation which is come across all the questions. If the condition, second case, where the steady state condition is defined, in that case these terms are 0 because the dt by d tau is equal to 0 because it's the time independent phenomena, does not depend on time. So dou t by dou x square or dou square t by dou x square plus dou square t by dou y square, dou square t by dou z square plus qg divided by k equal to 0. This equation is known as the Poisson's equation. Poisson equation are derived from the standard equation where the time is not dependent at all. Last these terms need to be 0 and conductivity in all direction are same. Once we put all these condition in equation, main equation like general conduction heat equation, then you will get around the Poisson's equation. And after that, the case number 3, where the steady state and in the absence of internal heat generation. Internal heat generation like qc equal to 0 and steady state like dt by d tau equal to 0. If these two conditions are need to be 0 or constant, In that case, the equation which you are getting is dou square t by dou x square, dou square t by dou y square, and dou square t by dou z square equal to 0. These equation known as Laplace equation. Remember that there are two equations: Poisson's equation, Laplace equation. They are mentioned directly, like you need to give the equation and check whether the which types of equation is there. Remember that when the equation of qg by k equal to 0, when the equation of qg by k equal to 0 and all the conductivity in all the direction are same, in that case, and also the time are independent, in that case steady state condition, then the equation is known as Laplace equation. But if the case like only time dependent phenomena and conductivity of all the direction are same, in that case the equation which you are getting is known as the Poisson equation. The next case is unsteady heat flow with no internal heat generation. T by dou x square, dou square t by dou y square, dou square t by dou z square equal to 1 upon alpha dou t by dou tau. This is the standard equation when the unsteady heat flow with no internal heat generation. Like you need to remember that from the general condition, conductivity in each direction kx, ky, kz, and the qg is equal to internal heat generation per unit volume, and these dou t by dou tau is the time dependent phenomena. If the time is varying, then you need to consider that these condition, otherwise need to be considered as a 0. Like whenever the case is applicable, like Poisson's equation, Laplace, there is particular things which need to be zeros. Like in that case, time dependent phenomena is not there. For the steady state Poisson's equation, either steady state internal heat generation terms are 0, and in each and every cases few of the terms are 0. Just remember the case, which case applicable for which equation, like Laplace equation, Poisson's equation. In a question it directly ask the equation which equation is applicable, so you need to give it the 4 option we considered with the carefully while selecting the option. Going with the next step, the cylindrical coordinate. Initially we have learned with the Cartesian coordinate. For the next set we will learn with the cylindrical coordinate. For homogeneous and isotropic material, dou square t by dou r square plus 1 upon r dou t by dou r plus 1 upon r square dou t square d square t divided by dou phi square into d square t by dou tau square plus qg upon k equal to 1 upon alpha dt by d tau. These are the equation which is applicable for the cylindrical coordinate when the material are homogeneous and isotropic. Remember these equation because it's not come lightly for each and every question. Very few, if you check the previous year question, for the 20 question, if 16 question come from the Cartesian coordinate, the 4 question comes for cylindrical coordinate. It's not so important, but you need to remember these equation because sometimes this is put for the single dimensions. In that case you need to at least know about the dt by dm single direction question, dimension question you need to aware, because other dimension need to be put the 0. The equation solved by in a single direction. In that case you need to solve that questions. Like going with the next set, for steady state unidirectional heat flow in the radial direction with no internal heat generation. If the internal heat generation is not there, then qg term need to be 0. Once you put the qg term is 0 and is this unidirectional, because you need to deal with the only one direction, then the all other direction need to be zeros. In that case the equation are reduced to be dou square t divided by dx square plus 1 upon r dt by dr equal to 0, which is further solved and reached with the this equation 1 upon r dou by dou r bracket में r into dt by dr equal to 0. In that type of equation you need to remember that. Going with the spherical coordinate, first we will discuss about the Cartesian, second will be discuss about the cylindrical, third will be reached to the spherical coordinate. This is very rare type of question is coming from these coordinates, but you need to remember, just go through before going to any examination. For homogeneous and isotropic material, 1 upon r square sin square theta dou square t by dou phi square 1 plus 1 upon r square sin theta into dou by dou theta sin of theta dt by d theta plus 1 upon r square dou by dou r square dt by dr plus qg by k equal to 1 upon alpha dou t by dou y. Remember that this is not easy to remember each and every question at all in a single attempt, so you need to just go through and remember that the pattern, because this is not this type of question is not applicable in any of the examination, because it is too difficult to solve without a calci. If it is applicable, then its whole equation is not valid, because it's a 3-dimension equation. You have not time like 20 to 25 minutes for a single question. This question applicable for a semester examination or the particular competitive examination. Then you need to just remember with the short formulas, like for a steady state unidirectional heat flow in the radial direction with no internal heat generation. In that case, 1 upon r square d by dr, r square into dt by dr equal to 0. These you need to remember it. And going ahead with that, thermal resistance of hollow cylinder R of ln of or log to the base e r2 by r1 divided by 2 pi kl, where r2 is equal to outer radius and r1 is equal to inner radius, and k is the conductivity. You can also reduce this formula with the standard equation like delta T upon R, Q equal to delta T upon R. Thermal resistance for a hollow sphere R equal to R2 minus R1 divided by 4 pi K R1 R2. This is simply the standard equation for each and every case. Like we will discuss with the hollow cylinder. Again we will discuss with the heat transfer through composite cylinder as well. Like there are a cylinder with the initially radius R1 with the atmospheric condition to the inner condition. T1 are the initial temperature which is inside it, and T outer is the outside atmospheric condition to delta T upon RTH. This is the standard equation which is applicable for all the cases. R equivalent consists of the resistance for each and every case. R1, which is found by initially atmospheric condition, which is 1 upon H into 2 pi R1. For the similarly, R2 is the material having a resistance between the two cylinders body, which is inside it, like ln of R2 by R1 divided by 2 pi KL. Similarly, for R3 applicable, which is from radius R2 to R3, which is applicable for ln of R3 outer radius divided by inner radius total divided by 2 pi K to L. Or similarly for atmospheric condition of R4, which is 1 upon 2 pi R2L into H0. Heat transfer for composite sphere is similarly for exactly with the cylinder, but there is a simple formula variation. Instead of that resistance, we will consider with the different formulas. That's all. So in that case, they are total again resistance are given with the initial temperature and outer temperature, and there are 4 resistance R1, R2, R3, R4. Exactly they have displayed in this diagram. The first resistance is 1 upon HI like the heat transfer coefficient, and the area is for the sphere case 4 pi R1. For R2 exactly same thing, R2 minus R1 divided by K R1 R2. Similarly for R3 minus R2, this is the outer radius, this is the inner radius, divided by 4 pi K R2 R3. Or for the outside 1 upon H0 4 pi R square. If the outside condition and inside condition given, then in that case you need to consider with the R4 and R1. If they have not mentioned, then you need to consider with the R3 and R4 only. And the final heat conduction equation, like heat transfer equation, is equal to delta T upon RTS. Delta T is the temperature which is given in the question for one point to another point, and for the resistance, total resistance consider between these two temperatures. And most important questions coming mostly from critical thickness of insulation. In case of cylinder, you need to remember that K0 upon H, critical radius is equal to conductivity upon heat transfer coefficient, and where K0 is the thermal conductivity, H equal to heat transfer coefficient, and the drop of temperature across the wall and the air film will be proportional to the resistance HL by K. Any doubt, then do comment below, and if you want any suggestion to improve our video, then also mention over there, and I will be coming with the second part very soon. If you have any doubt, then do comment below, and I'll try to fix it as soon as possible. Till the time, just revise and keep revising and keep practicing the question. Thanks for watching.